Alrighty, scientists. This week we are going to be celebrating Earth Day. Do you know when Earth Day is this year? Earth Day is on this Wednesday, April 22nd. And so what I have here for you is my Earth. Do you see this Earth? It is a squishy Earth. We can hug the Earth. This Earth has been used in my classroom for over 25 years. Can you believe that? It is a source of many games that we have played over the years. Look, there's the compass, and we have the different continents, and you can see all of the different oceans. That's the Pacific Ocean and the Indian Ocean, right? And the Atlantic. So this is my Earth, and I just wanted to show you this squishy, lovable Earth. Today, what we're going to do, I'm going to put it to the side. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to read together, reduce, reuse, and recycle. Now, I am not going to read the whole thing to you. I'm going to read the main page of it and all of the small captions on the side. I'm going to let you read with your family. All right? So this book is 10 things you can do to reduce, reuse, and recycle. So here we go. So I'm going to turn the page and look. Just like when we did our chapter books, they have chapters, right, and page numbers. All right, so that's not the first page. I've got to kind of flip and go. So bear with me here as we get it going. All right. Introduction. Clothes, toys, books, bags. We use so many different things every day. But what happens when we are done with them? If we throw them away, we pollute our earth. And no one wants to live on a dirty planet. Do not worry. There are lots of things you can do to help. Reduce, use only what you need. Reuse, use the things more than once. Or recycle, make old things new again. So that's our main focus here, what we're going to talk about. Okay. Now I know that when my family and I, when my kids have grown out of their clothes, oftentimes, like my girls, will either give them to our neighbors or to their younger cousins. And the boys, same thing. We give them to people that we know, as well as our toys. Sometimes we sell them at a yard sale, and sometimes we just give them away. Okay, let's go ahead and read on. All right. Reduce invisible waste. It is easy to see waste when you throw it in the trash. But there are some kinds of waste we cannot see. When we drive somewhere nearby, we waste gas. When we keep lights on in an empty room, we waste energy. You can reduce this waste. Walk or bike instead of riding in a car. Turn off lights when you leave the room. Those are all good things to do, right? That's one of the things at my house. We don't always keep our heat really high. We always will wear sweaters or sweatshirts or long pants, or we'll say to our kids, go get a blanket if you're cold, right? All right, let's keep going. Grow your own food. Buying food from the grocery store creates waste. It takes a lot of energy to make food at a factory or a farm. Plus, the trucks that bring food to the store makes the air dirtier. You can reduce a lot of waste by growing your own fruits and vegetables. And that's something that's easier for us to do in the summertime. Springtime, we start our plants, and then they grow bigger into the summer and then into the early fall. So that's not something, unless we have a greenhouse, that we can necessarily do here in the Pacific or in the Seattle area. But other people in places like California, they have a better chance because their weather is warmer most of the year. All right, let's go ahead and turn the page. All right, keep your stuff out of landfills. Did you know that stuff you throw away winds up in a giant hole? It's called a landfill. When the trash just sits there, making the earth dirtier. The pile just gets bigger and bigger. Yuck. Our landfills are already overflowing. Think before you throw something away. Can you reuse it instead? In my house, we often recycle things. So if you drink out of something like a can or a water bottle, if it needs to be rinsed out, we rinse it out and then put it in the recycling bin. Okay, we're going to talk more about that soon. Okay. Find a second life for your things. What do you do with clothes that no longer fit? Do you throw them away? Many people do. 4 out of 5 pieces of clothing wind up in a landfill. There's a better way, though. Look for a charity that accepts used clothes, or share your clothes with a friend. Do not throw away your clothes. There is always someone who can reuse them or make them into something new, right? Choose reusable over disposable. Water bottles, juice boxes can be washed. Let's see. Sorry about that. Let's go back. Water bottles, juice boxes, plastic bags, and paper napkins. All of these are disposable. They create waste. Use cloth napkins that can be washed and reused. Use a reusable bottle or a thermos for drinks. What other ideas can you think of? What do you think? There's all kinds of things. I know that all of you bring water bottles to school. That's a really good idea. Okay, let's keep reading. Find cool ways to use trash. Many things that we throw away could be turned into something fun. This is called upcycling. Make origami art out of paper that has already been used once. Turn a tin can into a pretty pencil, cup, or even a bird feeder. Now, you know what I have for you guys? I want to show you this backpack. Do you see this backpack right here? This is my daughter Abigail's backpack. And she got it as a present for her birthday. I can't remember what year it was. But do you know what this is? This is upcycled, you know those big, huge billboards, that they have advertising on them? And they're huge and they're all over the city and you can see them. This is one of those billboards. Somebody has taken the billboard and reused it and made it into this beautiful backpack that my daughter Abigail uses. Isn't that cool? So it's fun to see the different things that people can reuse or upcycle and make something new. Okay, let's keep reading, friends. All right, turn in the page. Be sure to recycle every day. Separate your paper, plastic, glass, and aluminum trash every day at home. Flatten boxes and wash out cans. When you flatten your boxes, then that way it can more easily fit into your recycling bins, right? Your mom or dad can put all these items in bags. Then your town will collect it for recycling. And we have the recycling trucks come by at my house every Tuesday. We make sure we put our bins out there. Think outside the box. There are some things you cannot recycle at home. This includes computers, phones, and batteries. But you don't throw them away. You can take them to a special recycling center. Ask your parents to find out when your town has an electronics recycling day. You can take all of your things then, right? Compost your food waste. Compost is made up of a mixture of decay or broken down natural materials, including food scraps. Yes, that sounds gross, but compost can be used to feed trees and plants. Ask your parents if you can recycle your food by making a compost bin at home. I'm thinking that maybe there's some of you out there who already have one. Add your vegetable and fruit scraps to it after every meal. Then use the compost in your yard or at the park. All right, let's keep going. Spread the word. There are many ways you can teach people how to reduce, reuse, and recycle. Make sure your school has recycling bins like the ones below. Those are these, and we do. Then explain to your friends why they should use the bins instead of garbage cans, right? We make sure whenever we're making a project and we're cutting the paper that we definitely put the paper in the recycling bin that we don't use, and then we throw away our trash. Are you wondering if kids really can make a difference? When Eric Hansen was 9 years old, he read about jeans that were recycled and used to help build homes after tornadoes and hurricanes. He asked around and found out that most people throw away their worn out jeans and sneakers. So he started a yearly collection of denim and shoes. He calls his project Go Green Ohio. The denim from the jeans is used to rebuild homes that have been destroyed by storms. Some of the shoes go to people who need them. Others are recycled into sidewalks, carpets, and playgrounds. Eric has collected around or recycled more than 35,000 items over the last 5 years. He helped set a Guinness World Record for the largest collection of clothing to recycle. In 2015, 5 years ago, friends, he won the Presidential Environmental Youth Award. So that's him winning the award right there. Okay. Pack an earth-friendly lunch. Here are easy ways to reduce the amount of trash you can generate every day. And so this gives you an example of earth-friendly lunch you can read with your family. Okay, so now that we've read the story together, your job is to do this, to finish coloring and making this beautiful Earth Day. Things I can reuse. I can recycle. What can you recycle? I want to help the earth. I will. I can reduce what? Look, and the light bulb gives you a clue. So I want you to color this beautifully. Now, when you're writing your words down, please don't color over the words that you are writing, because then I can't read it and I don't get to see all of your creative thoughts. Okay, so your job now is to complete Earth Day. All right, good luck, scientists.